So we have it set up there for us. So we were able to bring those capital expenditures values for the respective years for the new assets here. So the next thing we want to do here is we just want to take these capital expenditures and we just divide it by their respective useful life. So for the first year, we already have it set up for us as this useful life of 16 years, even though we for 20 years, even though we have just overridden this to be 2.5 years, so we can go forward to demonstrate it 100% of useful life. So in this case, so we just divide it by just divide it by that number. We can copy and paste it down as formulas. But we know that it's normally gonna be 20 years. So in order to model our year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5 of depreciation, how much these existing assets of $65 million, how much is gonna be depreciating for year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, and year 5. So we just set this up to be equal to, so we just say 100% for the first year and also 100% for the second year. So we believe that it's gonna depreciate fully as time goes on, but we just want to set this up to be for the third year to be equal to whatever the useful life year will be, references that we have for. We want to deduct it by the sum of days year. So whatever has been depreciated going forward, that's exactly what we're just trying to do here. So we are just in year 3, we are just we just want these assets to be depreciated for 2.5 years. So as you can see, we have it set up there. If you count the bottom, you will see that it's approximately 2.5, which is 250%. So in order to make this more dynamic, we will just here we will go by setting it to be the minimum of whatever is there and 1. So we want it to depreciate by the minimum of that and 1. We close the bracket, I will press enter. So we can also, in order to copy it and paste it throughout the other year of depreciation, we just reference this cell with F4 3 times so that we can copy, or we can fill it all the way right, copy and paste. So reference that cell with F4 3 times. So I can copy this formula or ESF basis formulas and also ESF basis formulas there. So if I go here and I switch this to say 3.5, as you can see, it dynamically depreciates for 3.5 years. So if I switch this to say 4.5, as you can see, what happens is that it dynamically links to 4.5 years of depreciation. So that's exactly what happens in the industry, and we are just setting this up to be dynamic. So the same thing for the new assets, we're gonna do the same thing there. So I will just switch this back to 2.5. So for the useful assets, what we want to do here is we will just copy this formula, we copy everything, and we paste those formulas. Then we know that governments in different jurisdictions grant concessions to companies to depreciate their assets, their new assets in the first year by 50%, and then going forward they could depreciate their assets at 100% going forward. So we just want to bring up that 50% here of depreciation. So because it is a newly acquired asset or property, plant and equipment, so we just want to bring up that number there. So in order to do that, we will have to use an if statement. So we go back to that cell, I will say that if in brackets. So what we are saying is here is that if the cell J to 11, if that cell is not, so we're gonna write it like that, if that cell is if it's not equal to